Check it out, everyone. Welcome back to Brookhaven, and today we're going to be talking about brand deals in Brookhaven. You're probably wondering right now, what is a brand deal and why would they be doing it? Well, a lot of you have been chatting about this a lot in the comments. Yeah, I just said chatting. And you were talking about like Subway and all those like different places coming to the game. Well, that's considered a brand deal, and we'll be talking about what's the possibility of that actually happening in the game. Well, oddly enough, we already have one in the game, so make sure to stay tuned, watch the end, subscribe, like, and comment, and share, because you never know what we're going to show or talk about in this video. Like, what the? That's actually the perfect example of that. That's the most colorful character I've ever seen, ever in Brookhaven. What is going on? I love it. That is crazy. Great on you. That is awesome looking. But yes, I highly doubt it's going to be there right now, but right here is actually where one of the brand deals are. And no, it's not this right here. Hopefully it'll show up throughout the video. But basically, there's a a Sour Patch Kids ad that pops up here. That is a brand deal for Brookhaven. So I just want to mention right now, there is a possibility that any one of these places could get a brand deal to them. Preferably ones that probably haven't been updated yet, and there might be a reason behind that. So we're going to be talking about why there's been some remodels that haven't happened yet, and why we might be seeing even more remodels in the future if they were to do brand deals. Because from what it looks like, they're trying to make it so that it's not really in your face with the Sour Patch Kids one. So I'm assuming that's their course of action with any other brand deals. Like, for example, if the arcade was to get an update and it was to become a brand, like, for example, like Dave & Buster's, it would still say Dave & Buster's Arcade, or the arcade would just say arcade, and inside of Dave & Buster's posters. That type of deal or something. Or this will change into, like, for example, for America, we have Best Buy. This changes into a Best Buy full of video games and whatnot, or a Guitar Center type of deal. You see what I'm trying to say? That it changes into it, so it's not the first thing you see. Or if it says Guitar Center, not a lot of people will connect the dots. And also, there is technically another brand in the game. Not a deal, unless this is actually originally was a deal and he got paid for this. But Rod and Robbie's is in the game. This is actually a real place in real life. You can look it up. That doesn't mean you're going to find the location of Brookhaven, but this is actually a real place in real life. No joke. 100% real. And Brookhaven technically is located a bunch of places in the United States. So technically Brookhaven technically is real too, but not this exact one. But continuing on, Hair and Nails could get that too. For all we know, Arctic Fox could do a deal with them when it comes to Arctic Fox Hair and Nail. See what I'm trying to say? Like, very not so in your face stuff. And these brand deals will also allow them not to have to do like microtransactions in this game. Because if you don't know what a microtransaction is, like say for example, you have these game passes that some of them you can't use all the time. Like get an estate pass for this server, that type of deal. See what I'm trying to say? They're not going to do that. Don't worry. I'm just saying. But brand deals literally help them stop with that. For all we know, the club could be a brand deal in the works. There could be many topics for this. There could be many things that could work for this. You get what I'm trying to say. But now let's talk about some other things that we can still see in the game, even though we've seen the updates. For example, some people were saying Subway being in the game. Subway could still be here. This literally could transform into a Subway with a button in the back. Subway, if they had the brand deal. This right here could become like, I'm just going to say Panda Express. This could become Panda Express. If you click a button, it becomes Panda Express with all the stuff. Moe's Pizza become Domino's Pizza for all we know. You see what I'm trying to say? Brand deals could still work. They could update stuff later on. Both of my ears get itchy. I am sorry, okay? So now let's talk about possible houses for brand deals. I don't think we got one per se, but there is always a chance for a house to be added in the future. I'm saying it's slow because a lot of people don't seem to know what I mean. But a house could be added in the future that could have a brand deal attached to it. Like, for example, we could get a movie theater house that is AMC Theaters related. See what I'm trying to say? See, you guys are probably saying right now, saying, well, isn't this a bad thing? We're getting brands now in the game. Isn't that going to make it just another giant advertising thing? No and yes. But like I said, they're probably not going to have it go in your face. But there is a chance that we can get like something Marvel related in the future. So we're going to be seeing a supervillain house or something of the sort, or a DC collab. You could see stuff like that happen in the near future. We could even see, like, for, like, not the pastry shop, but for, like, or where this is right here, where it says Starbrooks, we can see Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbrooks. You can see what I'm trying to say? All of these things are possible in this game. Just making that very clear. But yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that in the comments. Like, as of now, I don't think they have any plans for house or building remodels for brand deals. This is just like a talking about the idea. The only thing I've seen right now is like ads like this, which we might be seeing like more of, if you get what I mean. Like, for example, we might be seeing those in like the movie theater as like little ads between the movie that's playing, or we might be seeing like little ads on the side of the building. Like, we used to have them like here on the outside for the this is not the first thing they've done. They've done with like Despicable Me as well. So you see what I'm trying to say? Like, stuff like that. Like, but in the future, if they do some things with Despicable Me again or something like that, I feel like we'll actually get something in game to help promote it, like a car or something. Get what I'm trying to say? So it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that's like what I think is going to be happening. Currently, the only brand deals we have in the game is the Rotten Robbies, which doesn't really count, and then the Sour Gummy Bear one, or Sour Gummy Kids, which you rarely see. Like, I know people have talked about it. I've seen it like once or twice on a server, but it's not like in like their main, like, you know, like way of posting things. Like, it's not the #1 ad that's gonna play. And for all we know, that could be happening with these guys up here too. These could be becoming legit ads too, instead of always saying that. But with those, it'll just work in that you can change it yourself, because that's what they're for. But otherwise, it will just be like those. Maybe they'll give us more option for those in the future too. That would be nice. I really want you to turn to the gummy one, because that would be very nice to show in this video. You do realize that, right? Like, it'd be cool to show that, but whatever. You're not going to show it. Who cares? And for all we know, we could be seeing ourselves like cars that are themed like that, or even, what is it? Or even like boats that are themed like that, or even props that are themed towards something that's like ad friendly. But you have to remember, they have to tread carefully with this, because they're technically not supposed to be advertising. You get what I'm trying to say? So they're just adding stuff in the game that would work. Like, for example, if they had more toys, maybe a Toys R Us collab would be something. Maybe that's why we haven't seen a toy store or new toys in the game yet, because they're working on a collab with the toy store. So we could be seeing that like as a secondary thing for this. Click on it, we get ourselves a toy store, Toys R Us, or Toys R Kids. You see what I'm trying to say? It would have toys in it for us now. Yeah, I love it. That would be great. That would be wonderful. There's so many ideas I can do with brand deals too. Like, again, other games do have it. Like, I know Livetopia has it. I know some other games have it. Just some of them, it's just like, it just gets you when you, like, Red Cliff has one, I think. And I'm trying to think of some others that have them, because there's a lot of games. And some of them do like deals, some of them didn't. I know Livetopia did a lot of them. For all we know, it could be a limited time event that we get that's a, I don't know, like a race maybe. They can do crazy things now. Or maybe a limited time, I don't know. I can't think of anything like what would work as a limited time. But basically, we got like so many things they could do. But like I said, again, if it wouldn't be like a major building. Like, it'll be like I see the arcade having a secondary building that's related to a brand, or the hair and nail salon. The club could literally be one. But I feel like, again, it'll be a switchable one maybe. But who knows, right? There are so many possibilities that we could be seeing in the future. For all we know, we could be seeing a new hot dog stand, or maybe even a new van in the future that is going to be branded to something. I'm trying to think what would be on a van for like food that would work. Maybe they'll do a deal with Uber Eats, and that would actually become something in the game. That would be crazy to think about, Uber Eats or Uber Drive, or even doing DoorDash in the game. That would be really crazy. But yes, guys, we have some crazy stuff that we might be seeing in the game, because, again, if it pops up, I could show it to you right now. The gummy thing in the back right there. There could be an ad behind me. But no, there is no ad behind me right now. I was hoping it was going to pop up in this video. Like, see, it just turns to ones that aren't it. So that means, like, again, they're just treading lightly with the branding stuff, by the way, which is perfectly fine. But I don't see the harm in adding, like, a Subway to the gamers. I'm just saying Subway as an example, because people already know those. So it's not like you're, like, advertising eat Subway every single day. you're more or less saying like, yeah, Subway likes this game too, or something. I don't know. Like some of the, like, if the other games can do it, I don't see why they couldn't either. But basically, guys, we might be seeing that in the future. We might not. I don't want to get you guys' hopes up for that. We don't know what the next update is. But as soon as we get like a leak or a sneak peek, I'll be sure to show you guys. But until next time, guys, until we meet again, thank you all for watching. Until we meet again, until the next video, you're awesome, you're amazing, you're super duper cool. Until next time, bye.